Breaking overnight, firefighters working around the clock responding to 4 different fires in under 24 hours. The latest one sent the homeowner to the hospital. We're live at the scene.
And a North Las Vegas man waiting for his first day in court accused of holding a teenage girl hostage for a month. The details are shocking.
And we'll get to those headlines in a minute, but first we want to start with the morning meteorologist Greg Bennett because we do have some changes coming to our forecast, even though this morning's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is quite nice, but we are going to be seeing some major changes. A very wonky 7-day outlook for us for the Las Vegas Valley. Let's start you off with your current conditions. Now 42 degrees for the Las Vegas Valley, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies and a south-southwest wind at 5 miles per hour. Even that light wind gives us a little bit of a wind chill factor. It feels more like the upper 30s out there, so you want to bundle up the kids, bundle up yourself. Hot coffee on the way to work, folks. But as we move on into the afternoon, we're back into the 60s. 61, though, for lunchtime, not your high temperature. I'm going to show you that in your next weather forecast. For now, Micah, off to you.
Greg, thank you. Let's go ahead and get to your Monday morning drive. The biggest problem right now, of course, at the Spaghetti Bowl. That's where the early morning traffic is. Your speed's dipping down to the mid-30s, into the teens and 20s. And here's a live look. It's starting to break apart a little bit in your southbound lanes, but it's still leading to about a 9-10 minute commute. If you're looking to go southbound all the way towards the 215. Northbound, you're completely fine. A crash at MLK and Cary from earlier. That one was reported with injuries, but I haven't seen the cars involved, but you could always use your alternates Rancho right over here for north or south, or use Lake Mead looking to connect to I-15. An earlier crash, 15 and Russell is cleared. Same for the one 215 and Lone Mountain. Ladies, back over to you.
All right, Micah, thank you. Breaking overnight, a busy 24 hours for our firefighters. Just hours ago, they were called out to the 4th fire of the day, happened near Washington and Tonopah. That's where Yasmin Hassan is this morning. Yasmin, what happened?
Well, we just got even closer to the apartment, so we're figuring out a little bit more of what happened. You can see that firefighters had to pull some of the furniture right out of the apartment. This door just completely scorched, and it was boarded up along with the window. And firefighters say when they got here, this entire place was completely filled with smoke. And that was just around 11 o'clock last night. When they got inside, they actually found a man passed out. They rushed him right to UMC, and he was in serious condition at the time. Firefighters say he was suffering from smoke inhalation. And here's what surprises me the most. They say it's actually smoke, not the fire, that kills more people in these situations. Firefighters also say the majority of the damage was caused by the smoke, and now they're trying to figure out exactly how everything got started. Reporting live, Yasmin Hassan, Channel 13 Action News.
Thanks, Yasmin. Well, she's out at the 4th fire of Sunday, but 3 earlier left a total of 5 people without a place to stay. And the Red Cross is now helping 3 adults and 2 dogs. Their apartment near Hacienda and Maryland Parkway caught fire around noon yesterday. Crews believe it started with a bathroom fan and then spread to the attic. Fire officials hope this can serve as a reminder for people to actually regularly clean those fans, if you didn't know. And just 2 hours later, firefighters were battling another apartment fire, this one at Nellis in Charleston. When they got to the scene, crews say that they saw heavy smoke coming from the unit, but they were able to keep the flames from spreading anywhere else. No injuries were reported there. And early Sunday morning, a home in North Las Vegas caught fire. Crews were called to the scene near Bledsoe and Judson around 1:30, and the home was engulfed in flames. Luckily, there were no injuries, but 2 people and 2 dogs were displaced. The cause of that fire is under investigation.
In just a few hours, the man accused of kidnapping a teenage girl and holding her hostage for a month is expected to face a judge. 26-year-old Jimmy Carter Kim is now behind bars, facing more than 30 charges. Police say his 14-year-old victim managed to escape Thursday night and called 911, telling officers exactly what had happened. Kim was arrested hours later. Police believe the teen was abducted from Arizona.
Well, President Obama is calling for action while addressing our entire country to tell us how we're fighting terrorism. The president outlined the plans for his new phase, which he calls on Congress to actually authorize continued military force against ISIS.
The threat from terrorism is real, but we will overcome it. We will destroy ISIL and any other organization that tries to harm us. Our success won't depend on tough talk or abandoning our values or giving in to fear.
Well, he also pushed for laws that would prevent anyone on the terror watch list from easily buying a gun, and ordered the State Department and Homeland Security to review the visa program that allows the female killer in the San Bernardino shooting to enter the United States. And the Republicans hoping to take the president's job wasted no time responding to the speech, saying his plan was not strong enough to defeat the terrorist group.
Airstrikes alone aren't going to do it, certainly not the limited airstrikes that are happening now.
While Ohio Governor John Kasich shared the same sentiment, calling for a coalition to fight ISIS on the ground. Meanwhile, Donald Trump voiced his opinion on social media, tweeting out, "Is that all there is? We need a new president fast."
And we do have breaking political news coming in. Hillary Clinton planning to announce today her proposal for an exit plan. It would crack down on corporate inversions. That's a plan of U.S. companies to merge with international corporations and then avoid big taxes here in the U.S. She plans to announce the tax plan at some point today. We don't have an exact time, but her camp just announcing it seconds ago. That's the latest from the Breaking News Center. Back to you guys in studio.
Jess, thank you. A motorcyclist and a 7-year-old girl recovering in the hospital this morning after the car she was riding in collided with the man on the bike. 29-year-old Daniel Bray is in stable condition at UMC. He was riding that motorcycle. Officers tell us around 5 o'clock Saturday near Buffalo and Badura, a Jeep turned right in front of Bray at the last minute, sending him crashing into the Jeep, and he crashed into the place where the little girl was sitting. The president of Motorcycle Awareness and Rider Safety tells us he's been in the hospital room with Bray as he recovers. And this morning, he has a serious message for drivers.
If you see a single headlight coming towards you and you're getting ready to pull out and make a turn, take 2 seconds and let it go past you. Because the chances are you're not going to properly judge their speed and their closure rate. You think you have plenty of room, but before you know it, they're on top of you.
Yeah, we are still waiting for an update on the little girl's condition. At last check, she was in serious condition. It is 6:06 now. Coming up, loved ones feeling betrayed.
An emotional interview with the family of one of the San Bernardino shooters, plus the latest on the FBI's investigation into their lives.
Still watching the cloud cover moving on through the Las Vegas Valley. The chances for rainfall non-existent today, but they do show up in the 7-day forecast, and I'm going to talk about that in your next weather forecast.
And Chopper 13 flying over the northwest area this morning. Police confirming seconds ago they're investigating several burglaries right now that have been happening all morning long. I have details from the Breaking News Center next.